Hello there, and you're welcome to another edition of your number one personality show, Star Chat. Well, it is often said that it requires more courage to dare to do right than to fear to do wrong. Abraham Lincoln said this many years ago. Well, tonight we host another great personality, and we have the honor of hosting a true icon in Ghana's public life. A man who has seen it all and has made his mark as a distinguished medical doctor, passionate football administrator, and a formidable voice when it comes to politics right here in Ghana. Well, he's a true patron of Accra Hearts of Oak. Well, that's my club, by the way, and a former chairman of the Ghana Football Administration. Well, his influence on the nation's sports scene is undeniable. Tonight, we'll get to sit down with the Colossus himself. Beyond football, his contributions to our democracy and healthcare system has earned him widespread respect. Tonight, we'll get to know all about the man who was born some 82 years ago. He doesn't look it at all. 7th May 1942 at Adabraka, a suburb of Accra. He studied at Zion College in Keta prior to entering Charles University in Prague, the Czech Republic, to train as a medical doctor in the 1960s. After studies abroad, he joined the Ghana Armed Forces as a medical practitioner, left for Nigeria and then to the US of A to practice. In 1972, he joined the Ghana Armed Forces during the National Redemption Council era. Well, I could go on and on and on, but he will tell us all about it. Tonight, we're celebrating him. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest is known for his strong opinions and advocacy on various national issues. Well, we're honored to sit down with Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo. Join us as we delve into his life, legacy, and more. Good evening and welcome, Doc. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you too?
I'm blessed and great to see you.
The same.
It's been like what? 5 years?
5 years now.
Exactly. The last time was around 2019.
Exactly, 2019.
And good to see you, hale and hearty. You look well.
Thank you.
And tonight we're here to explore your journey. Congratulations. 82 years. How does it feel, Doc? Walk us through that.
Well, to me, age is just a number, really. And also, there's longevity in our family.
Oh.
My old man, Nyaho the First, died at the age of 118. Wow. And then I buried my dad just a couple of years, about 4 years ago. He was 104 years, 8 months.
Oh, wow.
So I think the genes are there, so I hope.
Great genes indeed, and we'll delve into that. It's going to be a great conversation. Well, it is Star Chat. My name is Bola, and we're live on Star 103.5 FM right in Accra and around the world. As well also, we are live in Takrady on Empire FM 102.7. In Kumasi, you're listening to us on Ultimate FM, and then also around the world on starfm.com.gh. Star Chat is brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go. Haptel is everything you. Bills Quick Microcredits. Devtraco Woodlands. Star Assurance. And Top Chuku. Taste, Nutrition, Energy. So we have a lot coming up. And Doc, once again, welcome.
Thank you.
How have you been, generally? Walk us through it.
Well, I think I've been quite busy, even though I'm supposed to be on leave.
Right.
For instance, on Tuesday, I was at Pram Pram. I was invited by the president of the Ghana Football Association. Yeah.
Right.
They had a program there, commissioning of a park, and I was there with them. Then I attended their congress, the opening session of the congress. And I must say that I was impressed because what they had there, myself and Nyantechi started, you know, and Nyantechi then was my deputy at that time. And they have been able to improve the place nicely. I found it to be very neat, which I really loved. And then they have added a number of structures, 9 structures, you know, to it. I encourage them to continue the way they are doing now.
Would you want to celebrate and also applaud the administration of Kets Okreku and his team? I mean, you were in Boteman. We saw you on TV, like you said, commissioning the park, actually sponsored by Betway, and it was phenomenal. What would you want to say to the current, crop of administrators for our football administration?
That's why I say, we started it. And if they have not worked on it very well, there would have been problems. When I left, I remember I resigned. When I resigned, Kwesi Nyantechi took over. And Kwesi did well. Kwesi was a very hard worker. And I must say, I was personally very, very much saddened when I heard about his departure due to problems, that came his way. And I noticed that after Kwesi came, the president of Okraku, Okraku is doing well. I must say he's doing well. He's quite a serious person. I remember when he was newly appointed, newly won the elections. During that period, we were also cutting a sword at Bobiman, where we have put a nice academy there. If you have time, go and have a look. You'll be
at Bobiman.
Yeah,
okay.
At Bobiman. It's a great academy. We have about 4 pitches, 1 AstroTech, and then we have also a golf course. We have a swimming pool. We have, there's going to be a lot of events that will take place there.
And that is for
House of
Oh,
okay. It belongs to us. It belongs to us. And recently we also took over our property on the Farah Avenue. I hope you have
seen that. You have your head office or headquarters
exactly.
there. Beautiful edifice.
Thank you. And also we have also a very modern commercial center.
Oh.
Yeah, in the same vicinity.
Well, so a lot, on Hearts of Folk, and we'll delve deeper into that. But staying with the football administration, you mentioned that Nyantechi is a great, chap. He took over from you.
Yeah.
Were you saddened by events that happened, during his tenure and all that happened to him that he had to exit? How did you take that?
Honestly, I was saddened because Nyantechi had a future in football when it comes to international level.
Right.
And believe me, if that had not happened, he would have been the first black to head FIFA.
Really? You believe in that?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
He was heading for that?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm telling you, I'm still not clear who probably might have damaged his future.
So are you saying that it was orchestrated? Many are saying that he caused his own downfall. You think that it was deliberate and that some people really brought this upon him?
Look, when I saw a portion of that film, to begin with, I personally don't believe that gentleman. What's his name?
Anas.
I don't believe Anas.
You have an issue with Anas?
I have no issue with him. I don't even know him. But I studied carefully the way he goes about things. And I know that he's not an honest man. Why do I say so? If you are able, as an investigative journalist, what you are able to see or discover, you keep it yourself. And in fact, you later take everyone by surprise. But in his case, when he collects whatever he has, he shows it to certain people. He showed it to President Akufo-Addo. He showed it to John Mahama.
He shouldn't have made it public?
He shouldn't at all. Those people shouldn't have seen it. Akufo-Addo shouldn't have seen it.
John Mahama
shouldn't have seen it. And others have told.
You have an issue with that?
Oh, absolutely. Not even Kweku Bagon. What he should have done is to give us a surprise. His first group, the first group of people he should have shown to should be the public, the general public. Well, if you notice carefully, after having shown it to certain, what do you call it? Personalities, the whole thing, lost its interest. You follow me? Now, what is even more dangerous is that after that, then Kwesi was being attacked left and right. But names that were mentioned, nobody talk about them. And I don't think that is fair. I don't think that is fair. I don't know that announced, but I personally don't believe in him. I don't think he's doing a very genuine work.
You believe that his modus operandi, I mean, his ways and mode of doing things, really you have an issue with that?
I do.
He says he's an investigative journalist.
No,
he's out there to unravel, the truth.
I have read about investigative journalists, and this is not the way they operate. He sort of tricks and tracks people.
So you believe that he wasn't fair to Kwesi Nyantakyi?
No, he wasn't fair to Kwesi. No, not at all. He wasn't fair to Kwesi. I'm telling you, I'm being frank with you. He wasn't fair to Kwesi. There have been a lot of instances that you can see that it wasn't fair.
Many have said that really that caused the downfall of the, once loved Kwesi Nyantakyi, I mean, by all. You think that he can make a strong comeback, or you feel that really this has nailed him? What is your opinion on that?
No, with FIFA, I think he can make a strong comeback.
With FIFA, he can?
Oh, yes, because I remember the former General Secretary of the European version of ours here. I think he was in a similar problem. He was able to fight back, if you follow me. And I think lately, if I have heard things rightly, Kwesi has been given the opportunity, to either appeal or fight back.
Right.
Yeah. And I would definitely encourage him to fight back.
Well, many have said that now perhaps he's shelved the administration of football. He's gotten into politics, party politics. And he recently contested in the Jesu primaries of the MPP. I think it was a great decision for him to...
That was a wrong decision.
It was a wrong decision?
Oh, totally. If you have consulted me, I wouldn't have advised him to.
Why didn't you call him to say, my boy,
well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that it was going that way. And what was interesting was that I believe Kwesi, it was the same politics that got him into problem.
It was politics that got Kwesi?
Absolutely. You see, Kwesi, I know two of them very well, Kwesi and Fred Papu.
Okay.
They were wonderful guys. Now, Kwesi, to me, when he was working on that, was apolitical.
Right.
You follow me? Then, so when I noticed later that he was getting into politics, you see him at the sidelines of politicians. And I was a bit worried, but I didn't say anything. But I remember I spoke with him once when I saw him with this gentleman, you guys called number one or whatever he was.
Who's that?
A man who was, what was the name?
Number one.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you saw Kwesi Nyantakyi with him?
And I wanted to caution him, but I couldn't get hold of him. Because I knew that that man definitely is a crook. And look at what happened. You follow me? But what I remember clearly was that day, I think they went into the office of Togbe Afede. And I think I was able to talk to Togbe later. And of course, Togbe is an experienced man. There's no way he can, wrestle Togbe down. But I wanted to talk to Kwesi to be careful about the gentleman.
But Kwesi stood on the tickets of your party, the MPP. Why then would you have counseled him to get out of that or not actually get or meddle in party politics? More so the MPP.
No, that's what in fact, that's why I say if I have known about that, I would have discouraged him.
Why?
Oh yeah, because for one simple reason, you have just come out of a problem. You follow me? We all know you as a footballer, a football administrator. I would have advised him to focus there and keep on fighting, and I'm pretty sure FIFA would have listened to his calls. Yeah, because honestly, politics was a wrong way for him to go. And you saw the results.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Look, you have been an outspoken figure in Ghanaian politics for many years. What drives that passion in you for public service? Many are saying, well, you say it as it is without fear or favor, and you are no nonsense, in quotes. What drives that passion?
I think it might be through my formative years, especially when I was in primary school. I've been in Presbyterian schools, and I was in primary school and Presbyterian schools, and we are taught to speak our mind. Then I came to another Presbyterian school, boarding school, which was established by the Germans in, I think, 1843. It's still there, was Susalem. And there we are really taught how to speak freely and speak our minds. And I went to Zion College, the same thing. You follow me?
So it wasn't the army?
I'm coming. Then, of course, when I was in Europe, you can see that the whites express themselves very freely.
Right.
So now, in the army, when I joined the army, the same thing I saw there. And I don't see why I should get frightened or get worried. If I've done something wrong, no problem. When I was in the army, I was punished for doing something wrong. And I understood it, because by then the commander was a white man. You follow me? I was much to him. In fact, we had an exit, and I spent more than the days that we were given. And I was punished for that. And the commander was a white Canadian commander. His name was Lieutenant Kenneth Digobeo. I was married to this gentleman. And then, in fact, he really turned me around, because I planned leaving the place to go back to Europe.
Oh, you wanted to leave the army at a point?
Yeah, at a point.
Well, you are a stubborn character.
I know, I won't say so.
But here you were, I mean, yes, as a medical doctor in the army, you're training, you are with them, but you wanted to rebel.
No, not really rebelling. I won't say so. The idea was that, stay in Europe for years, then all of a sudden, you are being drilled left, right, and at times it's a bit difficult,
Right.
So I was married to him. Let me give you that side of the story.
Sure, please.
That really changed my life. And I remember the RSM who took me there was a tall, huge RSM. And his name was W01 Gakleazi. Now, when we got to the commandant's office, the commandant asked the RSM to leave the two of us alone. I was surprised, but not very much, because that's the way whites do things. So he asked me to sit down. I sat down. I was just a bloody cadet then.
Okay.
I sat down, and then he said, Officer Cadet Nyaho Tamaklo, if you leave Ghana today, I know you can definitely go out to Europe or America. But don't forget, you are building a nation. But I'm talking about 1974. And believe me, that changed me completely. When he used the word, don't forget, you are building a nation. Now, of course, I went abroad on scholarship, on government scholarship. So I should be back to build a nation. So he was right.
So that had a huge impact.
Absolutely. But after that, I was punished. I had to carry my haversack and my pouches, what we call, you dress in battle order, with a huge rifle, and you trot on, on the drill square, with a sergeant behind you. I mean, for about an hour every day for 1 week.
Every day for 1 week?
Exactly. So you can imagine. Of course, that toughened me also.
Indeed. So it made you put on that thick skin that, look, you're not afraid of anything in life.
No.
Nothing?
Not at all. No,
what is your biggest fear in life? Anything that you're afraid of in this life?
No, I don't
really. Anything?
Well, maybe I might have made 1 or 2 mistakes, But even when I got involved in the coup d'etat, as far back as 1917, that was during the era of General Champon.
You were involved in a coup d'etat.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Myself.
Tell us about that story. For many that are young and watching you, what is the story behind this? You wanted to overthrow the government of the day.
Oh yes. Oh
What
yes.
informed that?
Well, let me. When I finished as a cadet and I became an officer, my mother, what do you call it, unit, was 37 military hospital. Then after a while, you know, I was moved to 1 battalion of infantry at Michel Camp, an interesting place. And, you know, all battalions have got hospitals, but many a time people don't know. They have hospitals with doctors. So I was with them, one on exercises and whatnot. I stayed there for about a year and a half. And then I was brought to 5th Battalion of Infantry at Burma Camp itself, you know. And that's an interesting unit. And I remember very well that I was asked to prepare the troops for a UN duties in the Middle East. But by then, you know, there had just been a war that has been, you know, settled somehow. So I started examining the boys as the troops. Then I came across a young man whom I felt was not really fit to travel. And I disqualified him. And then the following day, an officer by name Lieutenant Colonel Saki. Now, mind you, I was a captain, so he was my senior.
Right.
He came to me and said, "Oh, Doc, you know, the gentleman is the wife of the, is the, what do you call, brother of the old man's wife." I said, "Which old man?" And then he said, "Oh, General Champon." I said, "Oh, no," he said, "The chairman." I said, "The chairman, well, I don't find him fit, so he can't go. But if I take him along, when there's a problem, I'll be blamed." And he was surprised. That particular colonel, we used to call him Wajo. So Wajo was surprised. And then came another person also to appeal for the same boy. But I didn't pass him. Surprisingly, I was in my office one time when I had a call from the adjutant that the commanding officer would like to see me. So I prepared there, got there, commanding officer was sitting in his office. If you know how the military is, as you approach his office, you see him. He was a great man then. His name was Lieutenant Colonel Abana. I'm sure he might be in the North still. Abana, when he saw me, I saluted him like this. They say, "Captain Nyahu Tamabu." I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Relax and sit down." They say, "Captain, I wish all my officers I'm taking to the middle school are like you." I was shocked. I was shocked. The news got to him and he backed me.
The commanding officer.
The commanding officer. I was shocked.
That you had turned down
yes,
the brother-in-law of the president.
Of the president. I'm telling you. Wow. I'm telling you. So these are some of the landmarks of my life. And then the coup d'etat.
Yes.
The coup d'etat. Now we were dispatched to the Middle East in those days. I remember we flew Swiss Air. After a couple of hours, we got to Cairo. From Cairo.
Which year was this?
I'm talking about 76.
Okay.
We then, our soldiers were put in a truck. We drove to the direction of the Suez Canal. And then we crossed the Suez Canal. That was my first time I had that experience. It looked quite frightening. And then we crossed from the Egyptian sector to the other side of that's the Sinai Desert. And then we drove about almost 2 hours deep into the desert. And we were there for 6 months. There were a few incidents that happened. still there were mines. So at times, unfortunately, somebody steps on the mine. Of course, it will blow you off. We lost quite a number of boys at that time. Now, whilst we were there, I remember vividly, we had a visit from the then commissioner. When you say commissioner in those days, a minister.
Okay.
Commissioner of Foreign Affairs, in the person of late Colonel Roger Felly. You might have heard of him.
Yes.
Nice
His son was my mate in school at the Park Academy.
That's good.
Yes.
Very wonderful man. He came, and we had a visit with him. And then he told us that first he says he would like to address the men. When we say the men in the military, we mean the real fighting men.
Okay.
So we went with him. Those of us who accompany the commanders accompany him to go and address the men, including the commanding officer.
Okay.
That's Abana. Then he addressed them. That the intention of government now is to run what they call union government.
Unigov.
Okay. Unigov, that's right.
Yeah.
And he's come to inform them so that they are aware of what is happening, back home. Then when he finished with them, then we went to the mess, officers' mess, and then he addressed us the same way. Now, I noticed nobody questioned him. So I remember vividly, I said, normally you can address your senior officer with his first name, but you must add "sir" to it. So I said, Roger said, I got up. I said, Roger said, he said, oh, yeah, we'll go ahead. I said, I don't believe we were commissioned to come and rule civilians. Oh, I told him that. I told him.
He was the Commissioner of Foreign Affairs.
Oh, yes. It was a full colonel. So, the moment I said that, he looked at me and said, oh. He said, no, the world is changing. This is what he told me. He said, the world is changing, and there are a few things that we have to do so that we don't fall behind, So when he said that, I didn't want to continue. It was in my mind to have a sort of debate with him about a banter or anything. So I said, okay, thank you, sir. Now listen to me carefully. When we came back, we served for 6 months on the desert. Very tough life. We came back. Exactly 2 weeks after that, I was arrested. But mind you, not because of what I told Felly. Okay. No. I was arrested because a week after our arrival, I had a call from an elderly man I know very well. I knew him when I was 13 years old. One of the first people to be detained by Kwame Nkrumah. He followed me. He was a good speaker, so we loved to go and listen to him, when we were kids. And then when I was arrested, when he called me, I went there, and then I met another gentleman, an officer, serving officer. And his name was Colonel George Menyala. You might have heard of him. Another fine officer. So George Menyala had a chat with me, and that was my first time of seeing him physically before me. Then, he openly told me that he's heard of me through the old man, and this is his intention. He made it clear that he thinks the military has overstayed and there's a need to move into civilian life and whatnot. Of course, that convinced me. And then he asked whether I have another friend, and I mentioned the name, a Sandhurst trained officer called Samuel Totime. So I went and had a chat with Totime. He met the colonel, and we started building the conspiracy, if I'll say so. And then
to overthrow the government.
Oh yes. And then there's a gentleman who was then in charge of broadcasting houses. In those days, broadcasting was heavily defended, protected and defended. So he was also brought in into this thing. So we have been having meetings. To cut a long story short, we got close to the D-Day. By the night before the D-Day, we were arrested. What was interesting was that my plan was to go to a disco, that night before the D-Day.
The night before the coup, you wanted to go to
the
disco.
Oh, yes.
Have fun, and then the next day, Operation Day.
Of course. So when I was arrested, I didn't, the fact that I couldn't attend the disco worried me more.
More than you not being able to overthrow the government. Then,
of course, I was sent straight to, by then they used to call the place Special Branch. If you are from the 37 traffic light heading towards Kaukodi,
okay.
Yeah, you see a high tall, with a very high wall on your right.
That's right.
I think adjacent to it was a survey department. I don't know whether it's still there. So I was just put in there to a cell street.
Were you tortured?
I wasn't tortured. I was put into a cell there. You wouldn't even know who is next to you, A small cell, you do everything there, you sleep there, you do everything.
Oh, you do everything there?
Oh, yeah, everything.
You can't, but you can't stand, or you have to sit down, but you can sleep.
Oh, you can lie down.
You can lie down?
Yeah, but, you are stripped completely into your underwear, that's all,
And it was so dark in there?
Oh, yeah. No, it wasn't dark. Okay. Rather, they put us a very, very powerful light, which is there 24/7,
24/7, the lights are on.
24/7, the lights are on. Even in the night. And I remember very well, by then, this man who became IGP, Namfuri, Peter Namfuri, he was then, I think, either chief superintendent of police. Now notice, when one struggles to get a little sleep, then, the door is a metal door, and there's a peephole there. So he comes and opens the peephole, and that wakes you up, So one time, I told him, I said, look, Peter, I say, gentleman, next time when you come and wake him, I will just pierce something to your eyes. I didn't even know then that he was such a big man.
Big man there.
Right. Later he became an IGP, I remember.
Interesting times for you.
So, after that, one day we were called, after having stayed there for 3 months, initially.
You were there for 3 months?
3 months. I mean, you don't come out. You are always indoors. So when we were called and we were all happy, they were asked to dress up. But when the vehicle moved towards northwards from Accra. So I was thinking maybe we have been sent to the north, somewhere in the north. Normally when they want to punish you, that's where they send you. But I realized we ended up at Zawan prisons. And in those days, it was so interesting. We ended up at Zawan prison. We stayed at Zawan prison for just about 2 weeks. And then they came, move us again. And we ended up at Oshafort. You know Oshafort?
Oshafort, yes.
It was in Oshafort prisons that I met some great politicians like Sheikh Isekwe. He was there.
He was also at Oshafort.
He was at
the High Street, yes.
Then my good friend and a big brother, J.H. Mensah, former finance minister.
Right.
He was also there. They had a different problem.
Okay.
Their case was sedition. I think we might have written something.
All right.
But our case is subversion. So we had a problem, really. Wow. Honestly, we were there when they went for an appeal, and the judge who sat on the case, listen to me carefully, the judge who sat on the case I think the High Court judge, either the High Court or Supreme Court judge who sat on the case was this lady who was killed, Jesse Corantiado.
Corantiado, yes.
Yes? Honestly. So when they went to Corantiado for an appeal, they were released. They were there, there were difficulties in town, all sort of complaints were coming. And then, of course, came also the idea of Unigov, you know, and the referendum. Listen to me carefully. Now, then at that time, the electoral commissioner was, I think, a Supreme Court judge by name Justice Aban. Aban, a very smallish man like that, and Achambon didn't appoint him. I think he was there as a electoral commissioner. But Achambon thought he could use him. Now, the referendum was such that either you say yes to Unigov or no to Unigov. And there was a gentleman who then belonged to our tradition, the UP tradition,
right,
by name G.W. Amatefu, very, very powerful man. He campaigned strongly for the no vote. You follow me? So we were there when the referendum took place, and all we heard on the radio was that Achambon has won. Oh.
I'm in trouble for you.
That's it. Now we are going to live here forever. Achambon has won, and we were all saddened. But not quite long after that, we were hearing of problems in town. You follow me? Then one time, we were peeping through our window from our cells, and I saw a rating. A rating is a Navy a chap, you know. He's not an officer, he's a Navy, you know, maybe equivalent to a corporal or so.
Right.
And then I shouted at him, and I said, look, what's happening? He said, hey, sir, you guys don't have to worry at all. There's a problem in town. Then surprisingly, about a week later, we heard of arrests being made. You follow me? And then they brought in into Usher Fort some of the founding fathers of this nation. William Oforiatta, an old man then,
Wow.
known as Pauli.
Pauli.
K.A. Badema. Badema was Nkrumah's right-hand man.
That's right.
Was also brought in
They
there.
were all arrested and brought to
Oh,
Asafo.
yes. Akutu Achambon did that. He got hold of Afrifa too, General Afrifa. So it was just, so others started, you know, either they went into hiding, if I put it that way. So Badema spent just about a day there, then he was moved to James Fort. So everybody was worried, what is happening? But I realized that the old man, William Oforiatta, was so calm and cool. For I used to have a chat with him a lot. You know, he was telling me how they formed the UGCC and all this sort of thing. Now, we were there one day when we heard that there had been a palace coup. We couldn't believe it. And that Achambon has been removed from power by his own people. Not quite long after that, they released the Oforiatta and the other gentleman. Then we were there for about a week, 2 weeks. And I remember we were there one day around 4:30 in the evening when a vehicle entered the prison yard. And then we all heard, in prison when you hear water saying, inside, then either it's time to sleep or there's a problem. So when we all went into our cells, the four soldiers, we were four soldiers, we all went into our cells. And after a while, one of the warders came and ordered us that the deputy director of prisons, his name was Mr. Agbo, and would like to see us. So, you know, we marched down there, climbed the distance, went to the office of the prison officer who was in command of the what do you call it, Oshafort prisons, you know. And he was Agbo. He had a paper, he picked the paper with the crest of the head of state, you know, and he read it to us that the head of state have ordered that we should be released immediately. Now, by the time he completed these sort of directives to us, it was getting late. I think it was after 6 p.m. So we pleaded that we would like to stay so that we
can go the next day.
They said, no, you have to be released immediately. So we have to get in touch with. I remember Minyala called the wife, and then.
Interesting story and a lot that you've gone through. We're going for a short break, but before that, I just want us to stay, in that lane and talk about. Yes, the Pali school happened. Then Jerry Rawlings came.
Oh, I'm coming.
Yes. So before the break, I want for you to touch on that.
The sequence is beautiful.
Fantastic. Tell us.
Now, when we were released, I think we were released in May. I remember I spent my birthday in prison. That was 7th May. We were released in May. And J. Rawlings' first appearance was on the 15th of May. Right. And that also took me by surprise because Rawlings wasn't known then by anybody in the armed forces. Yeah. But we heard about the confusion, and I was a bit worried because I said, well,
Rawlings wasn't known because Billy said he was the best flying cadet. He was out there. He was very popular among them.
When I say he wasn't known, I mean that was during training time.
Okay.
We have a lot of very clever people in the armed forces.
Okay.
Very, very clever people who had even what we call military cane when he went to Sandhurst.
Oh.
A person like there are quite many. The Brigadier General Numensa is one. Oh yeah, Numensa is one. I think Kenano Ojija is one. Our boys, when they go to a military academy in Britain, they do very well. So Rawlings on the 15th was arrested, and then we were still there. Now, one interesting thing that happened was that before I went to 1 battalion of infantry, there was a committee that was put together by the armed forces. Listen to me carefully, by the armed forces, concerning recruitment into the armed forces. And I was the doctor attached to that particular committee. It was headed by one Lieutenant Colonel Ofoso Apia, who later became a commander of 2nd Battalion in Secondary Takoradi area. We visited all the regional capitals. I want you to listen to me carefully.
Sure.
Now, when we started from Greater Accra, the idea is you pick the indigents who are qualified, the indigents of the place. From Greater Accra, we went to Ho, pick the indigents.
Right.
If you can't get the number, many a time you get the number you want. From there, we moved to Cape Coast. We picked the indigents. Secondary Takoradi, we did the same thing. Then from Secondary Takoradi, we moved straight to Koforidua. We did the same thing. From Koforidua, we went to Sunyani. From Sunyani, we came to Kumasi. And then we're now heading northwards. And when we finished with Tamale, we went further to Bolga in those days. And we ended up at Bolga. So you can see that it's not a question of so-called protocols.
That's right. You went to the ground, you got the indigents to be part of the army.
Absolutely.
Not what is
and
happening
that
here.
was on the orders of the commander of the armed forces.
Wow.
So that you make sure that you blend the military. I think you follow me.
Yeah.
Now, then after that, of course, I was sent to the unit. So some of the boys, I'll tell you why I mentioned that later in my talk.
Right.
Then, one day we were there when another coup came up. That was June 4th. And that was a bit disturbing because you can see that the soldiers were, because when Rawlings was arrested, he was put on trial. In the military, we call it court-martial. Now, the then colonel called Ano Ojija advised government not to give Rawlings an open trial. It must be closed trial.
Right.
If you have really studied a little about South American history, when Fidel Castro was arrested first, they gave him an open trial. And he had the opportunity to speak the way he wanted. And you know what exactly happened. So Ojija advised the government not to give the gentleman, but they didn't listen to him. And journalists were allowed to come into Burma Hall, and the trial was going there.
And June 4th happened.
And June 4th happened, and the chairman of the, what do you call it, he was chairing the trial. There was a name, we normally give that, I've forgotten the name. When June 4th happened, they rushed to his residence at dawn, killed the officer.
They killed the officer who was
They killed their wife. They killed the children. You know, that's why at times when I'm warning people, they don't seem to understand.
Were you for the June 4th coup?
No, I wasn't for it. I've just been released from prison, so
You weren't for it?
No.
Were you against Rawlings for doing that?
No, June 4th was not only Rawlings.
Rawlings, yes.
Because
He was allowed to-
later on, I will tell you the real characters behind. Later on, a gentleman who I served in of infantry, by name, he left as a major, Major Henry Smith. In fact,
Yes.
you might have heard the name.
Yes, Lita came to
He was a strong man. Now, Major Henry Smith, was the OC, that's officer commanding all the armaments we have in this country at Michel Camp. There's a special base there.
That's right.
Called Base Ordnance Depot.
He was in charge.
All the armory we have in Ghana, that's kept there. So he was the one. They were the key people.
So he was very instrumental in the June 4th.
Very, very instrumental. A lot of
And not Jerry Rawlings.
Jerry, the case of Jerry, I think that gentleman is coming out with a book. Yeah. Jerry, when he was being tried, the June 4th came. The June 4th boys went and released him. And for almost 3 days, there was no government. Until Jerry came and spoke on the radio and television, and we knew that there's a new government. Now, what was interesting was that's why I mentioned the recruitment.
Yeah.
One day I was going to cantonments. I was going to cantonments and I was using the Burma Camp Road. I wasn't staying at Roman Ridge, so I was driving straight. Then when I got to Army Mess, Army Mess, you can see that when you cross the traffic light,
Yes.
it's on your right.
Correct.
A friend saw me and waved me, so I stopped and we were having a chat. The friend left. Just when the friend left, then a Prince Goa, You know, Prince Goa,
Yes.
that vehicle with about 8 soldiers inside. They came straight to me like that. Then they all, 5 of them got out of the vehicle. But what surprised me was that all I could see was that, "Good afternoon, sir." Wow. Hands walked up like that. So I said, "Who are you, gentlemen?"
You recruited?
Then they said, you are, who are among the boys you recruited in 1974. 1974. One of them, whose name I'll never forget, was called, I think, Corporal Sheikh Tete. Corporal Sheikh Tete. And they told me that they are now governing the country.
One good turn indeed deserves another. You know what? We're going for a break. When we come back, it's an interesting story that we want to continue. And then that will dovetail into our conversation that we want to talk about with regards to the Fourth Republic. But a big thank you to MTN, our proud sponsor. Can you believe that it's been 15 years since Momo was launched in Ghana? Well, that's why the Momo at 15 Rewards is here with amazing cash prizes to say thank you. So send money to an MTN Momo user or make payments to an MTN Momo merchant at no cost. What's over? Well, it's only on MTN. Download my Momo app on your phone, keep your transactions coming in, and win some cash. Well, there is up to 450,000 Ghana cedis up for grabs for 165 lucky winners. So you too can be one of them. Just Momo it everywhere you go. Now, this offer runs from now till November. It's from MTN everywhere you go. Let me tell you about Star Assurance, the Star Motor Third Party Extra. Well, protect your vehicle and change lives. At Star Assurance, we believe in driving change, not just vehicles. That's some exciting news. Well, do you know that our enhanced Star Motor Third Party Extra policy is designed to give you peace of mind while making a meaningful impact in the lives of children in need? Well, for every Star Motor Third Party Extra policy you buy, you contribute 5 Ghana cedis to Hope for Little Lives. It's a dedicated NGO working tirelessly to improve the lives of underprivileged children. So go ahead. The Star Motor Third Party Extra is an enhanced third party policy, and it provides for loss of damage to your windshield, driving mirrors, back glass, and other components. So choose the Star Motor Third Party Extra today and put a smile on the face of children. Call us now on 0302 245908 or toll-free number 0800 177 177. T&Cs apply. Well, welcome back, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo. Interesting story on Star Charts, and we have a lot coming up. Let's talk about the transition, into the Fourth Republic. You are a founding member of the MPP.
Oh, yes, I am.
Tell us about, the beginning, the genesis of all of that.
Now, after Rawlings and his group handed over power, they stayed in power for just 3 months.
Right.
And then they handed over to Liman, President Liman. Now, one interesting development that took place was that, political groupings have been banned for a long time. So we have to now regroup. Now UP tradition, unfortunately, broke into pieces. So two factions came out of it. Victor Owusu leading the Popular Front Party, correct, and then William Oforata leading the United National Convention. So you can see one political party, United Party, now broken into 2. Now, what was interesting was that had tremendous effect on us, in the sense that the CPP were able to get together, and we were divided.
Had it not been that, the UP
would have won the election. I'm telling you, they would have won the elections. And that problem existed, and I would say it's still in existence.
Oh, really? In the MPP?
Oh, yes.
There are factions?
There are There are factions in the party.
We'll come, and there's division
Definitely there's a division.
in the MPP.
There is a division, I'm telling you.
We'll come to that, but let's build the story, from the UPS.
Yeah.
Liman won, stayed in power for some time, and then 81 Rawlings came back.
Liman didn't stay.
How was his governance like? For many of us that are young and really don't have a total recall of it, the leadership of Liman.
Oh, Liman was a liberal,
Would you have wished for him to have stayed on?
Yeah, I think he should have been given enough time.
Enough, okay.
But he wasn't given enough time. And also, once again, he failed to listen to national security advice.
Oh, really?
Oh, many a time, that's how
What did he
our
take for
leaders are
granted?
removed.
Yes.
Now, for instance, Liman was briefed daily about the activities of Jerry John Rawlings.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. And others, you follow me. But he said Rawlings can't do anything. He went on repeatedly. He was advised by this same Colonel Ojija.
Okay.
He was then, I think, Director of Military Intelligence at that time. Until one day, Liman was removed.
31st December 1981.
1981.
How was the country like? Were you in the country or
I was in the country.
Okay.
I was in the country. It was quite disturbing. And some of us knew that this time around it would take a long time for the military to leave the scene. And that is what I'm always talking about now.
Are you afraid that there can be a military coup?
Look, the military just don't walk into power like that. They study. What is happening now in this country? Mind you, on the 6th December, we are going to have elections.
7th.
6th or 7th, sorry.
7th December,
7th, you are
yes.
right. And the way complaints are coming concerning the Electoral Commission, we have to be careful.
Are you afraid that there can be an upheaval or a coup d'etat?
No. I say complaints coming from people.
Should we be worried as a people?
Because why should Electoral Commissioner move names without the knowledge of the people to other places?
Ghanaians are for democracy.
Equipment.
We are peace-loving people.
Peace must always accompany justice. If there's no justice, there can never be peace.
What are you picking up? What complaints are you picking up? What
See,
concerns?
my worry now is that if the Electoral Commissioner, we've seen electoral commissioners before. I made mention of Aban.
Yes, Justice
Now,
Aban.
what happened was that when Aban had the results, official results, he declared no as winners, not yes people. And Achampon got annoyed. And he sent soldiers after him, and the man had to escape. And Achampon brought in another gentleman by name Magrani Kwe as an electoral commissioner. And he endorsed that. That led to the palace coup. You see, the role of electoral commissioners, when formerly electoral commissioners have always been people who have been on the bench, maybe Supreme Court judges. You follow me? VCRC crap, for instance. I mean, there's no way you can influence it. These are very strong people.
Are you saying that the current crop of commissioners can easily be influenced or can be influenced?
They can be influenced.
Really?
Because you see, certain things are going on. You see,
no, but they're saying they are professionals and they are doing their work.
No.
So if we have complaints, yeah.
Now, when you do certain things wrong, and it comes to your notice. Recently, we are told equipments have been stolen or lost.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
these
if
are
you
facts.
shoot a statement,
and then later,
yes.
look, trying to whitewash it will not solve the problem. You follow me? You see, this is where the danger is. Now, what is happening now? I was just listening to a gentleman just before you came on the television.
Okay.
You follow me? Now, he is just a specialist in elections.
Okay.
And he was tabulating things that has happened, and it is so frightening.
It's scary.
Very scary.
We're going for a break. When we come back, a lot more talk on the Fourth Republic and also on the Electoral Commission. We'll be right back. You're on Star Chat. Welcome back. You're on Star Chat. My name is Bola, and our guest is Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo. Let me tell you about MTN Thursdays. Well, Thursdays are now extra special on MTN. It just got more exciting because from now on, you're getting 25% discount on your first data bundle purchase of the day when you bundle an MTN app using *138#. It's simple. This and every Thursday on MTN. And also, MTN says that is not enough. For a lovely customer like you, they are offering you free extra movie tickets when you pay with Momo at Silverbed Cinemas at Accra and West Hills Malls. Well, wonderful people in Kumasi, we have some news for you as well. In the Garden City, you get your free tickets at the Golden Cinemas in the Kumasi Mall. So if you ask me, I know you love your movie dates. Well, they are sorted now. MTN is giving you this sweet deal. So reminder, *138#. It's simple and make the best of your 25% first data bundle. And then also, you pay with Momo and get free extra movie tickets on MTN's Yellow Thursday. Time to drink Top Choco. Well, there's nothing more pleasing than Top Choco chocolate spread on bread. I love the rhyme. It has the power to awaken your taste buds and make you happy instantly. It's the Top Choco 3-in-1 instant mix chocolate drink and is suitable for preparing with cold chocolate milkshakes and also cups of delicious hot chocolate. Just add hot water. So go out there. It's a crowd pleaser. It's Top Choco from the Choco family, suitable for everyone. Make sure you grab a cup today. Remember, Top Choco is made with love in Ghana, using only the finest ingredients. Top Choco, something for everyone. Well, welcome back, Doc, and great conversation. I want us to, stick to where we left off, and talking about, from the Liman days, getting into the Fourth Republic.
Now, let me go back a bit. You remember I mentioned Colonel Roger Felly?
Roger Felly, correct.
Now, when June 4th came, about 7 generals were killed. And I remember that day very well. It rained the whole day. Now, the 7 generals who lost their lives, if I can remember, General Kutua Champon, General Frifa, Air Vice Marshal Yabuachi, General R.E.A. Kote of the Armed Forces of the Army, General Utuka, Commander Amedume. These were the generals who were killed.
On the 4th of June?
No, not on the 4th of June. Later,
yes.
Some sort of trial. And
they were shot.
And believe it or not, amongst them was Colonel Felly.
Amongst them?
Yes.
So Colonel Felly was amongst
the generals who were killed. And the reason was quite simple. Not Felly has done anything wrong. What? They wanted tribal equation.
You see, that happened in our history as a country?
Look, all the names the generals are mentioned, there was no one from the north.
So just because they wanted regional
Yes.
balance, if you want, in this, by killing them?
Yes, these are things your historians will never put down. But this is what happened.
General Felly was shot not for any wrongdoing.
I'm telling you.
Look, this is going down our history as a very...
I am telling you, Felly,
you know that on authority.
Felly, I know that on authority. You can do a research anywhere in the military.
Just because there wasn't any Northerner amongst those who were going to be shot.
At all. Apart from that, all those who were killed came from either Ashanti, Volta region, or Greater Accra. And then Eastern region. Akufo died. I nearly forgot his name.
Right.
You follow me?
So there was General Boachi.
Yeah.
There was General Frifa.
Frifa.
There was General Kutua Champon.
Yes.
There was
Everybody
General
said,
Utuka.
Utuka,
Utuka was
from the voter region.
So they wanted somebody at all costs
two
from
two from the voter region, because Ahmeduma is from the voter region.
Right. Wow.
So Feli was just brought in. So the sad thing is that our historians don't write the things the way they should for the young people to know. That's why I say the elections we are going to have now, we have to be careful.
Are you worried?
I am worried. I'm worried because of the behavior of the Electoral Commission. If there will be a problem, I'm coming.
You're a senior citizen. You can invite them. You can go to them. You can write to them.
Look, at times it's hard to think about certain things. You are right. You are right. The Electoral Commissioner, I know very, very well.
Oh, you know her?
I say very well. When I was a kid, I was a pet to his father, to her father, Dr. Bluku Aloti. Now, recently the husband called me. The husband I know very well, Charles Mensah. I met him, and it was about how to have peace during these elections. And I told him, let your wife do the right thing.
You said that to him?
Oh, yes. He's alive. You can ask him. Let your wife do the right thing. Because what is happening now, if we are not careful and certain things are not put in place, the Electoral Commission will walk us into disaster. Mind my words, I'm telling you.
Are you not instilling
the
fear in the people? Are you not causing fear and panic?
Fear. No. There are wrongs going on. And the wrongs must be put right. You follow me? There are wrongs going. They know it. How can you transfer a whole group of people from a particular place to another place without their knowledge? They can't deny that. You follow me? And certain methods that they are using. If we want peace in this country, then we must be serious about it.
You are founding father.
A member.
One of the founding fathers, or a member, a founding member of the MPP. Is the MPP ready to break the 8? Where you sit?
Look, in politics, in civilized world, when a party will win election, you know it. It's based on this performance.
What do you see?
What I see now is a party that has been led, unfortunately, by an autocrat.
Are you calling the president an autocrat?
I say an autocrat.
He's your good friend.
He is my good friend.
And you are calling him
the
a
way
dictator
I
and
knew,
an autocrat?
but you know, you stay in this country. Look at what is happening. Who?
It's a democracy. The president.
No.
Really?
You see, when you talk of democracy, I told you, democracy has a lot of wings. You follow me? But where you have a situation where one individual word is final, then you have a problem. That is not democracy. You can see yourself what is happening. Look at the mess the former finance minister took us through. It took even members from our party in parliament, majority, demanded for him to dismiss her. I saw them live on the television. I took a telephone to get in touch with one of the leaders called Apia Kubi. You can ask him.
You called him?
Yes. Oh, yes. I looked for his number and I got it. I called him and I said, gentlemen, you have done something that I admire. To have the courage and come out in your numbers to challenge or demand that the finance minister is incompetent, there must be change. But I warned him, I told him, don't allow Akufo-Addo to talk you out of it. And he talked them out of it.
The president told them.
Oh, yes.
No, they said things have changed now. They can come back.
No, that's why I said don't allow that to happen. He's there. That's Apia Kubi. I don't even know him. I've never seen him physically.
So you think that your own party, of which you are a founding member,
yeah,
looking at what is going on, will not break the 8?
No, now I look at myself as an apolitical figure.
Oh, so you are no more an MPP member?
I am an MPP member. I look at myself.
You will not go on an MPP platform and campaign for the party if you are called upon?
You see, the party that I joined is not what is there now. Just like Alan Fremante said, it's not what is there now.
So why don't you break away then?
No, you don't break away. This party definitely will be restructured.
The party will be restructured?
Absolutely.
It means that then there's an issue.
There is, but you should know that. You are a journalist, you should know that. That party will be, there are people who will restructure that party. Because that is not the tradition of the party. The elders, those who form the party.
Or have a semblance of it that the party has been hijacked by some people?
Absolutely, that is what is happening. That's why I say it's been led by
the great MPP party. President Kufuor is alive. They are great.
No, but listen, Kufuor, I know Kufuor very well.
Yes.
Kufuor will not talk the way I'm talking. But Kufuor knows what is happening. You follow me? Kufuor will not come into public like I am doing now. But I don't care.
Has an issue? President Kufuor has an issue with the party?
No. Kufuor is an experienced politician. You follow me?
Yes.
Very, very experienced politician. In fact, I have learned a lot from him. I remember before even
he spoke at the manifesto launch, so if clearly he has issues.
Whenever Kufuor is speaking, just listen to him carefully. You follow me? Kufuor cautioned us earlier on about Akufo-Addo. You know that.
What did he say?
He didn't mention the name of Akufo-Addo, but he was talking to party members that they should be careful whom they pick as a leader. When he was a leader,
did President Kufuor tell you that he was unhappy?
No, I say Kufuor will not personally.
No, but I'm saying that personally, have you engaged with him?
I talk to Kufuor a lot.
Is he unhappy?
I listen to me.
Yes.
I say he's an experienced politician. He will know what to do. Definitely, I believe at the right time, Kufuor will talk.
He will talk.
But those that I would like to caution today, to caution the electoral commissioner, the chiefs, especially Asante Hini.
Oh, you are calling?
Oh, yes.
Asante Hini?
Yeah.
For what?
Because if we want peace, listen to me, oh. If we want peace, not him alone, they have house of chiefs, including my own cousin who is a chief, also in Angon. You follow me? And other chiefs. If they joke with this election, this country will be split into pieces. I am telling you. You see, you asked me a question, and I told you that when a party will win an election, you see it. It happened recently in Britain. Recently, about 4 months ago. My own party has not performed well.
The MPP has not performed well.
No, you know it. All sort of infractions. You follow me? There is no even, you know what has happened.
Will the NDC win the 2024 election?
I don't know who will win the next election. That I can't tell.
But you're saying that the MPP will not win.
Then what I'm saying is that NPP, if they will allow the election to be held freely, there's no way they can win.
Wow.
But you should, look, you should listen to people on television who have been interviewed, ordinary people. How do you win an election? You win an election when you have performed well.
Former President Mahama says that the country needs a reset. Vice President Baumia, who's now the flag bearer of the MPP, says we need an upgrade. Do we need a reset or an upgrade? From a seasoned politician.
Look, that is left to the two of them. That's no business of mine.
But when you say it, is it a reset or an upgrade?
I said that is left to the two of them. What they should rather be careful about is how to advise their followers. Otherwise, we shall walk into a disaster.
You are worried about the peace.
Look, it happened to Achampo. He was advised. He took it as a joke. It happened to Liman. No one should think that you can maneuver to get votes to be able to defeat the other contestants. Because when you do that, then you want to create a situation that will worry this country. Look, we are so close to disaster. I am telling you.
Then, Doc, that's why we need the National Peace Council.
National Peace Council, are they not there?
They are there.
What have they been saying? Nothing. Recently, I heard that.
Yes.
Recently, now, those who died during the last election, what did they say about it? You see, you have to, where I am in life now, I'm not afraid of anybody. I don't need anything from anybody. I don't need anything. I'm telling you. I don't need anything from anybody. Since my party came into power, not a single person. You can ask them, even the president, I know him very well.
You don't got in a contract or you know.
You ask them, any of them. I don't need it. So I'll speak my mind. Where you have a situation where physical cash worth millions of dollars will be found in a minister's house, do you call that a justice? That is completely robbing the ordinary person in society. And that is what is going on. All sort of infractions.
Well, this is their own money. I know what you're driving at.
I'm coming. This is where I disagreed entirely with Alan Chermantin. Because as I said earlier, if you had listened to me, Alan had no business joining the second term of Akufo-Addo.
Oh, you would have advised him not
I
to?
said it. I have the document. Number one, he was a minister under Kufuor. He did well. He was a minister, he was a minister under Akufo-Addo in the first term. I believe strongly, and I said it, that if he wants to pass his own political future, because I noticed these things, he should have got out of the government.
After 2020?
Absolutely. And the reason is quite simple. You are a cabinet minister, decisions are taken. You can't tell me that you don't know what is happening in cabinet. You can't. You follow me? Even while he was a minister, when the government was formed newly, there were a lot of things. People who are supposed to be close to the president have to pay money. You guys forget things too quickly. There and then, if I had been Alan, I would have resigned. I'm telling you.
The cash for seats.
Exactly, cash for seats.
Seat saga, yes. But
you see, people forget things too early.
They set up a committee and the people were cleared.
Cleared by who?
The committee that, well, they didn't know wrong.
Please.
Or you didn't believe in that. Yeah.
Where you have a minister committing a crime in Australia, was it not cleared? Please.
Let's talk about the two manifestos of the two political parties, the MPP and the NDC. I know you've gone through it, maybe a casual look, or you've really gone through thoroughly. Which one appeals to you? Which of the two?
Honestly, I've not gone through thoroughly.
You haven't. But you've heard.
Their manifestos don't mean anything to me.
Manifestos don't mean anything to
I said their manifestos,
okay.
Both of them.
MPP
For the simple reason that this country, when Nkrumah started, he built this nation on continuity. Kwame Nkrumah started with Tema Harbour, Tema Township, Akosombo, Motorway, which today now is nothing to write home about. Ghana Medical School. Ghana Armed Forces. This is how his work goes. People don't know. He brought the Israelis to come and teach our boys how to fly.
Nkrumah did.
Oh, yes. You see, these are things that people have to know. He also created the Ghana Navy. But then we had only the army. The British never left us a navy. Nkrumah created them. Then Nkrumah created the Ghana Law School. Then he was thinking about engineering. Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. This is the type of leader we want. A selfless leader, not a leader who will come and then start misusing.
Is he the best president Ghana's ever?
Absolutely, to me.
Hands down. Over President Kufuor, under whom
No,
you served.
don't ask me whether Kufuor or not. I say he's the best president. That, to me, he is really the founder of Ghana.
So they are not founders. There's one founder of Ghana.
No. But even in the U.S., when you talk of founders, when you mention certain names, that they know them to be a founder, one name. You follow me? There's no question about that. What Kwame Nkrumah did, the work he did, formation of his own political party, how he won votes, how he stayed long in parliament. The only thing probably I disagree with him was when he turned the party, when he turned the country into a one-party state. And that also brought his downfall.
So then why didn't you join the CPP? You joined the
MPP. I was too young. I was a student at that time.
You were a student at that time. But of course, now the CPP is there. If you believe in the ideologies of Kwame Nkrumah.
I don't believe in the ideologies of the CPP.
But for Kwame Nkrumah.
Because the CPP itself disappointed Kwame Nkrumah. But Nkrumah thought he had roots. So when he was overthrown, he thought.
I'm surprised because you served under President Kufuor. President Kufuor is your good friend. Recently, Dr. Matthew Poku-Prempeh, we all know as Napo, says that President Kufuor is the best. I mean, over Nkrumah. You would choose Nkrumah over your best friend.
You heard what happened after that statement. Before that statement, he was advised by Otumfuo. In less than an hour, he went to make that statement. That gentleman, I will caution him. I will caution that he should know how to speak. Because loose talks will lead him into destruction. I'm speaking from experience. It's not my age group at all. Loose talk. I don't know how. As I said earlier, and I've said this also earlier, that Bawumia will not be given the opportunity to choose his own man. I said it.
So are you saying that he was impressed upon to choose? He has started the credentials of Dr. Matthew Poku-Prempeh, a good friend. You heard him when at the manifesto.
Listen, before he started saying that, he has already been presented. So what else do you expect him to do? I earlier on said Bawumia will not be given the opportunity to choose his own man.
But he did. He says he knows this man when he was outdoored in Kumasi. We know what was said and all of that. Don't you think that is the team to beat? The two of them, Dr. Bawumia, Dr. Matthew Poku-Prempeh, in your own party.
I know Bawumia. Bawumia comes to me in this house.
Oh, he comes to you in this house?
No, Bawumia was given to me to be trained by Akufo-Addo.
Wow.
I am telling you, they are alike. I don't talk loosely. In Akufo-Addo's house, that was on the 2nd January, when we finished the election, the first election that we lost, Akufo-Addo lost.
2008. 2009.
2009.
2nd January 2009.
He called me. Look, there's a picture here I'll show you. You see myself and Akufo-Addo and Aliu Mahama in Bimbila. Because of Bawumia, we went there. Bawumia comes to me in this house. He said, you can go ask him. He's a gentleman. But unfortunately, he hasn't got the guts If Bawumia can say no on principle, he will be the best person. I'm telling you. And what this country lacks is the ability or the principle to say no on principle. I'll give you an example, you'll be sure. In 1967, I was then a student. A man by the name K.G. Osaibonso. You might have heard the name. He was a minister of information in a military regime under General Ankara. Two editors of a newspaper were sacked without his knowledge. The graphic editor was sacked. I think that time it was Cameron Dodu. The Ghanaian Times editor was sacked as a result of an article they wrote. Listen to me carefully. Without the knowledge of information minister, K.G. Osebo was then a young lawyer from Mampong. He wrote his resignation letter and handed it over to government. The general couldn't believe it. The general called him. General Ankara called him. I'm talking about after the overthrow of Nkrumah. He said, young man, do you really mean what happened? I said, yes, I stand by what is there. These are the type of people who can run a country.
You were 25 years then, in 67. You identified with that, and that's what you represent. Yes.
At that time, at 67, I wasn't 25. It's impossible.
Right.
I wasn't at all. I was still a medical student.
Okay.
Okay. But the point I wanted to make is that until we are able to learn the culture of resignation, the country can never move forward. Believe me, in a civilized country, I use the word civilized in quote. If we had been in a civilized country, most of the ministers would have resigned voluntarily.
Under Akufo-Addo.
I am telling you. But you people should see it. You should see it. You should see it.
We'll come to that and we'll ask of your best performing minister under President Akufo-Addo. But for now, let's stay with the politics of the NDC and the MPP. You've heard former President Mahama talking about the 24-hour economy. Do you think it's possible?
No, you see, I am not an economist to begin with. And I don't like going to areas that I have no idea. As I said, that is his own program.
Is he winning you over? Do you see some connect with the people with his message?
I believe strongly before anybody takes any decision, the person must have thought through it. You follow me? Because if you do not, just like I remember when Akufo-Addo was interviewed on BBC concerning this school, what was the name?
Is it free SHS?
Free education.
Yeah.
The host was trying to question him. I listened to the program, how that can be funded. And he went around. Of course, he maneuvered out of it without giving how the whole thing can be funded. Look, be sincere with yourself and tell me whether that particular system is working now.
But FSHS is there. Even President Mahama says that if he becomes president, in the event that he's elected as the president of Ghana, he will just review it, he will not cancel it. It means that it's working.
Look.
But shouldn't we give it time, Doc?
Look, Joy TV came out with a report. And that was so abysmal. About the free SHS. That free SHS has done what? No, the problems are numerous. Feeding problems, clothing problems.
Just with everything, Doc. Shouldn't we give it some time and then we...
The free SHS is in the Constitution. But it says... Progressive. That's all.
Why you think President Akufo-Addo rushed it?
Of course, he rushed it. did. You ask yourself, Kwame Nkrumah, who even created the Constitution far back, why should you say it must be done progressively? He built a lot of secondary schools in Nkrumah, technical schools and universities. But he knew that the street must be progressive because there are people who can afford to look after their children well.
But that has been established, and that's why I've been saying that. Then there should be a review of it, and those who can pay can pay.
Exactly.
But maybe it was good for him to have started it. A lot of people have gone into it and gotten education and educated.
People have gone, but you ask yourself, what sort of material will come out?
So you are looking at the qualitative.
Of course, yes. Now look at the number of young people who have finished this and they are in the streets doing nothing. You see them.
Do you think Alan Chemantin is a third force of the country, from what you see as a political watcher?
I don't think Alan is the third force.
You don't?
I don't think so. Look, as we sit down now, I don't see any serious third force in this country. Because most of them who came in recently, they all talk to the other political parties for monies.
For monies?
I am telling you.
Really? I mean, there's
Look,
Dr. Hassan Ayariga of the APC.
I say they are.
There's Nana Kwame Bediako.
Bediako, I don't know him.
Oh, you've not heard of the new force?
I have heard of the new force.
Yes.
When
Don't you think it's a force
him,
to reckon with?
I don't think so. He was interviewed by City TV. City TV, I watched him. And the gentleman asked him about the source of his money. It nearly became a blow in the studio.
Dr. Hassan Ayariga.
Hassan Ayariga is just a perpetual, what do you call it? Presidential, this thing. Is a candidate or whatever it is. He's not a serious person.
He's not a serious person.
Oh, you see,
that's an indictment on his character. I mean, he's been on the ballot.
It's not an indictment on his character.
Because he believes that he can be president of Ghana.
He cannot. I mean, when you say a presidential material, you must be able to. Parties that are well organized, like you have in the U.S. You follow me? You have in the U.S. the Republican Party, Democratic Party. Recently, a son of former Robert F. Kennedy wanted to contest. He ended up in a failure. Do you understand me? It's not a question of just presenting yourself and you think people will follow you. Political parties are now, the known ones, are well-established institutions. You follow me? And quite a number of them. There's one, Apollo too.
Yes.
I mean, these are not, to me, they are not serious.
Oh, Apollo, he says he wants to actually build skyscrapers in Choco. He would demolish. You feel that Apollo is not a serious presidential material?
No. If Akufo-Addo can't do that, I don't think Apollo can do it.
Oh, really?
Oh, well, you told us skyscrapers at Choco.
Yes.
I mean, do you take such a person serious? I will not take such a person serious. Wow. From his own words. You follow me? I will not. You see, we want people who are serious, people who are honest, with integrity. These are people who lead a nation successfully. The reason why after Nkrumah we are all we are where we are, we have not got the right leaders to lead this country.
Interesting. You're still on Star Chats. I want us to, I don't know, now you're an authority in politics. You're an authority when it comes to, yes, politics, health, like we said, medicine, but also in football. I know that's your passion as well. As the former chairman of the Ghana Football Association and also founding member of the Accra House of Folk.
No, I'm not the founding member.
Oh, you're not a founding member.
Accra House of Folk was founded when my dad has not even been born.
1901, is it?
No, 1911.
1911. Yeah. Wow. So you are a patron.
I am
is it
now
right
amongst let me explain to you.
Right.
I'm a member of the Council of Patrons, the highest body.
Wow.
Now, at the same time, I am a board member. I've been a board member for years. And I'm still a board member.
Right. So a board member of Accra House of Folk will suffice. I know your passion for football. Yeah. Let's talk about the current state of Ghanaian football. What are your thoughts on it?
I was asked this question, I think, on Tuesday when I went to Prampra. You see, if you have not had the opportunity to watch some of the past players who played Black Star, if I can remember some names, I have always been hearts of folk. I mean, at the age of 10, we squeeze ourselves into the park to watch football. When Hearts is going to play Kotoko in Accra here, it's not a small job. Kotoko had players, Hearts has players. When Kotoko is coming, and I see a man like Babayara, he plays the right wing. Okay. I see a man like Mohamed Salisu, he plays the left wing. I learned his grandchild is a footballer now. You see a man like Asebi Boache. You see a man like Dakwa. Even Sekufo was not, Reverend say, yeah, he was a great footballer too. Right. But he wasn't in that top branch then. There's another man, defender, central they call Dogomoro.
Dogomoro. I hear he was a very
tall man.
Yes.
That's why the word Dogo means tall.
Okay.
I mean, anytime I see these people, I panic. But also when House of Folk is coming, Ufedodu, Ajiri Fin, Amadou Akuse.
You were top stars.
These were Black Star players. Amadou Akuse, C.K. Jamfi, Chris Bryant, and Adu Dako. Then you know that it will be an interesting game. Now, they really had experience. They were matured, and the football was not a money-making.
We don't have that now.
We don't have that now. That's where the problem is. And why we are also not we have failed to win a cup, African Cup, is because we have not put in a lot of money into it. Kwame Nkrumah put in a lot of money into football. He was interested because he watched his match. We won 2 cups during Nkrumah's era. Nkrumah picked Ohinijan to be in charge. You follow me? Yeah. Now, after he's overthrown, the NLC couldn't do anything. The period, the football was nothing. Then came in Buzia, nothing. Then came in Kutu Achiampong. Now, Kutu Achiampong also loved football. So he put in not just money, but he picked his own person, who was a soldier, by name Lieutenant Kenneth Sentim Asante. He was solely for football. So what happened? We won the match again, the African Cup. You follow me? Right. I remember very well at Accra Sports Stadium. He sent a chopper, a helicopter to come and pick the boys.
Really?
To Bema Camp. Yes!
The euphoria alone on that, I can imagine, right?
Yes. Unfortunately, promises that were given to them, I think they were to be given some houses in Dansoma. Yes. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. You follow me? Now, the 4th time that we won, and almost 40 years now we have not won anything, was under Liman. Liman picked a young person, I can't remember the name now, who had interest also in football. To be frank with you, the boys were really prepared by Liman government. Then he was overthrown, and Rollins took over. Yes. Can you believe if I tell you that when the what do you call it, the tournament started in Libya, Ghana didn't have money to fly its players there. Gaddafi sent an aircraft to come and pick them to Tripoli. And they went, Libya and Ghana went for the finals.
And we won.
And the Libyans thought We might probably, leave it for them. So when we defeated them, they started throwing toilet rolls on the pitch. Oh, I'm telling you.
That's a bit of history.
Because by then we had crisis with essential commodities.
Oh.
I think you follow me.
Yes.
Then when they were being brought back, they were brought back by a Libyan aircraft. Luckily that day I was at a polo club. I used to be a doctor for polo club years ago. We were there. We were about 5 soldiers who were, watching. The aircraft was coming. The aircraft was guarded by jet fighters being flown by
From
Ghana.
Libya?
Not from Libya. They met them somewhere near there. But they guarded them down. That's a salute, with a salute.
Salute, okay.
And then the plane landed.
Wow.
After that, nothing. If we don't put in money
Structures.
and
money.
get structures and money and get very, very, very responsible people with integrity to run the football, I can tell you, we can't get anywhere.
Interesting conversation with the one and only Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo. We'll be wrapping up soon. But before that, Summertex FC, they won the Premier League and the prize money was $33,000. How does that make you feel?
33,000 US. You can't use it to run a club. That's no money. That's no money. I can assure you that House of Folk presently, that means nothing at all to them. You see, football is a big project. And if you want it really to grow, you have to put in money.
Did you do that during your tenure as GFA?
Oh, during my tenure.
Yes.
No, I have been even chairman of Accra House of Folk.
Yes.
In my time, if you don't have money, you cannot handle a club. Though you use your own money.
So you did that yourself?
Of course. Look, I'll tell you some people who gave their houses out as collateral and they lost the houses. One Hughes, unfortunately, he died. They died even young. You follow me?
His house on mortgage.
Oh, mortgage.
For Accra House of Folk?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And you
I
spent
had a
millions
house
as well.
You see?
You spent millions as well for the club.
I say, if you have no money, you can't lead the club. It's not now that you must have money. Wow. You can't lead the club. You cannot. Because you are the one who is going to see to their feeding. You pay for them.
The bankroller.
Yeah, you are the bankroller. That's the word. Occasionally, some of the elders in the party, in the club might assist. They do that. They did that in those days.
Is our football past brighter than our future?
Is our football past?
Yes. Our history, our past football history. Is it brighter and better than our future?
I think our past has been very bright. You see, because when you talk of certain footballers, for instance, I met one of these Kotoko boys. I always forget his name. Light-skinned boy, a Muslim.
Is it Razak?
Razak.
Right.
I was with Razak for a long time, on Tuesday. Razak, these are talented footballers. You follow me? Now you can't get them. Razak can do what this Argentina boy is doing. I'm telling you.
Messi.
Yes.
Really? If he was given the chance and exposure?
Oh, if he had had the exposure, he would have even done better. Razak. You follow me? Then you have people like Osei Kofi. These are talented people.
They were dedicated, they were committed. It wasn't about the money.
No, not at all. And unfortunately, that has had an effect on our football at the moment.
You have declared to expose corruption in Ghana football. Are you still going to do that? You said once that you were going to expose the rot.
Oh, yes. And if really this league starts and things don't change, I'll be watching. Yeah. I've set people to be watching for me, especially refereeing. You see, if we don't do that, we shan't get the quality of boys that we want. Refereeing is our biggest problem. Biggest problem.
Let's talk about your background in medicine and also the general state or the current state, if you want, of healthcare delivery in Ghana.
General healthcare
Yes.
in delivery of Ghana, I think that is quite a heavy duty. Very heavy duty. Because
Has it improved with the hospitals, clinics being upgraded and built?
the rate at which we are building clinics, and of course, you have to think about the population. Because at this stage, I don't believe when you go to a gynae and obs surgery room, or even you go to a gynae and obs department, mothers are still sleeping on the floor. I would not call that really development. And we have cases like that all over the country. You follow me? Now, when it comes to also what do you call it? The experience our doctors have. That definitely we have the experience.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they are leaving the country in droves.
And that is a concern.
That should have been
Major
a
concern
yeah,
for you.
major concern. Some of them, they left because they want a better life outside.
Right.
They have left because equipment that they will need to work, they can't get them here, you know. So that is one area that we have to do. You see, you can't just say, I have taken education, free education, and then you leave others. Governance is made of a whole lot of things. There are various sectors that will give you a good governance.
Interested. I mean, pointers made, and as we wrap up and, bring down the curtain, I also want to know, we talked about growing up. Yes, you went to Zion, went out there to the Czech Republic and all of that. But growing up here in Ghana, and also to your family, how many are you in your family? You have how many siblings?
Oh, I have siblings.
How many?
10.
10. There were
But
10 of you.
But 2 have died. And
Oh, so 8 of you are
8
alive.
of us are alive. In fact, I was born in Korebu
Oh, right.
years ago. And I attended my primary education at Adubraka Presbyterian School
Right.
on the Kwame Nkrumah Avenue. It's still there.
Okay.
I remember in those days, Akufo-Addo was in government school.
So you've known President Akufo-Addo since like what? Age what?
Oh, we have known each other for years. For years. We have known each other for years. Because when I moved to middle school, he also moved to middle school at Kimbu.
Okay.
Then from Kimbu, he went abroad.
Right. Interested. Are you married?
Of course, yes. I was married.
Oh, you were married? Are you divorced?
I am.
You've been divorced for how many years?
Oh, for years now, about 30 years now.
You tend to remarry?
Well, I don't think it's necessary now.
Oh, marriage is not necessary now. Never in the equation. Are you seeing somebody on the side?
Oh, no.
It doesn't get lonely, Doc?
No. I have a boy here who, I'm sure you saw him.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, he's very good.
Oh, so you don't have any woman in your life now?
No.
You like it like that?
You see, at times, it's good to have peace of mind.
Oh, are you saying that women...
Well, because that can prolong your life.
Oh, so marriage won't prolong your life?
Well, there are instances.
Yes.
I have got friends, well-educated friends,
Right.
who are no more, for one simple reason, they always have tension in their family. I don't want that tension.
You don't? So for over 30 years now, you...
Oh, yeah, more than that.
Alone?
I have been alone.
And you think you have that peace of mind?
I have peace. That's what I'm saying. It's because I want peace of mind.
Is that a secret to long life?
I think it's part of it. It is part
To be
of
single?
it. Yeah.
Knowing what you know now?
No, but I think researchers have come out. I can't be so emphatic on that. That those who live alone live longer, provided they are, they take good care of themselves.
Given the chance, you would not have married?
No, marriage is important to me. It is very important. But if you are if it's not working,
Right.
you don't have to
You don't
force
push it.
Yeah.
What kind of music do you listen to?
Well, music, that depends a lot. And I used to listen to jazz a lot, you know, jazz a lot. And of course, the old high life, like Ramblers and all this. These are music that I like. I remember Mike Higgin came to interview me here, and he asked the same question.
Right.
And I played a record. He asked me to find somebody who should. I would like a record to be played for. And I mentioned late General Eskin, who is quite my good friend.
Okay.
And the music that I took was from Ray Charles.
Ray Charles.
Yeah, take these chains out of my heart.
Are you a good singer?
Well,
Maybe give us a note or two, if you can hum a note or.
I attend church, but I can't say I'm a good singer.
Who's your favorite Ghanaian musician?
I would say my favorite Ghanaian musician was Jerry Hansen.
Oh, Jerry Hansen.
Yeah.
But now with the high life, and I don't know whether you know of hip life and Afrobeat.
No, those things I'm not interested. I don't even listen to them.
Oh, you don't listen to them?
No.
But back then, you used to go to the discos, yeah?
Oh, yes. See, the point is, and one person too I've forgotten, Fela, Kuti Fela.
Yeah.
He is very philosophical.
Right.
You see. And years past, our musicians, whatever they sing, they carry a message. But these days, what they play, honestly, I don't understand. I don't even listen.
You don't even listen.
Whether it carries message or not, I can't tell.
We'll get into some quick fire questions for you just before we round up. And I want to know from you. And just be straight up with us. If you had to choose between the following, who would you choose? 1, Mahama versus Baumia.
Mahama versus Baumia.
Who would you choose? Push to the wall.
Choose as what? As a leader? Or
as a leader,
what?
Obviously.
I will always go in for somebody who has done it before and has experience.
So this will be Mahama then?
Yes.
Napo versus Nana Jane.
Look, I told you about Napo. That he should be careful with his tongue.
So you choose Nana Jane?
If that is exactly what you think, then that's Nana Jane.
I know the answer to my third question. Nkrumah versus Nana Akufo-Addo.
No, of course, Nkrumah.
Nana Akufo-Addo versus Kufuor.
Kufuor.
Rollins versus Kufuor.
Kufuor.
Reggae versus High Life.
I think High Life.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo. It's been an interesting one with you.
Thank you.
Certainly very explosive as well. And we thank you for your time. We wish you the best of health, the best in everything.
Thank you.
And I know next year come the what? 7th of May.
Yeah.
You turn 83.
Yeah.
Is there a party?
Normally I don't call party. I stay at home.
But
But whoever comes in here,
there's a party.
there's
Do you still do the cognacs and the whiskeys and the wines at your age?
occasionally.
Occasionally.
I take a little wine.
Is it a whiskey or wine for you?
No, wine is what I like.
Red or white?
But red, dry wine. And once in a while I take Guinness. I like Guinness.
Oh, you like Guinness? Do you smoke?
No, I don't smoke.
Never.
No, smoke at all.
And you're saying that actually contributes to your great health.
Oh, definitely.
Are you prayerful?
I am.
You go
I'm
to
a
church?
Christian.
You're a Christian?
I'm a Presbyterian.
When last were you in church?
That's about 2 weeks ago.
If you had not been a doctor or a politician, you'd have been what?
That's an interesting. In fact, I had wanted to be a pilot. Because when we were in school as young people, in middle school, we had the opportunity to meet the first Ghanaian pilot. And his name was Ajari. Ajari was the first Ghanaian pilot, followed by Oh, what's the name of this guy? He's unavailable. I've forgotten the guy. Then the third one was Sam, Captain Sam. The one I'm saying is called Captain Dokenu.
Dokenu.
He was the second.
Wow.
And believe me, I flew with almost all of them, and they were #1 pilots. When Ghana Airways was Ghana Airways.
Wow. Interesting. What a day. And thank you for spending your evening with us. It has been another great edition of your #1 personality show, Star Chat. My name is Bola, and our guest has been Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo. Thank you all, and see you next week.